What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Mr. BMS, and this is Blessed Man Success Media LLC, brought to you in parts by nobody because we don't have any sponsors, so we doing this straight raw, homie. Anyway, before we get started, I personally would like to say thank you to everyone who supported me on this movement, everyone who has joined me in this movement, and thank you for everybody who has viewed these videos, because without your views I'd pretty much be talking to myself and I don't want to look crazy. Anyway, before we start our session today, we're going to talk a little bit about sports. And as you know it, my Heat are down 0-1, so what? But anyway, you know what? I want to give a shout out to Oprah Winfrey. Reason being, check this out. The Chicago and Miami Heat game was originally supposed to be played on Tuesday. Oprah Winfrey shut that game down for her own personal venue. Now you know you got too much money when you can shut down the Bulls and Heat game, one of the biggest games in the Eastern Conference Finals history, for your own venue. You know you got too much money. Matter of fact, give me $1. No, matter of fact, give me one of them cars that you be giving away for free. Anyway, last night, Dallas Mavericks in Oklahoma City. Good game, but Dirk Nowitzki went off. 48 points, 12 for 15 shooting, 24 out of 24 from the free throw line. Now, if you're not a sports fan, you won't understand what that means. This man went to the free throw line 24 times and made all of them. That is ridiculous. Anyway, congratulations to them. They're up 1-0. Anyway, our next step, we are going to start it off with a memory verse coming from, once again, Luke chapter 8, verse 8. Now I want you to pay close attention to this because this pertains to what we'll be talking about today. It says, anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. I will repeat that. Luke chapter 8, verse 8. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. With that being said, today we are going to talk about a very serious subject. Parents, please pay attention to what I'm getting ready to speak on, because you may have not noticed this about your kids. We're going to talk about bullycide. Now, I saw something that broke my heart maybe 3 weeks ago. Two teenage girls, 8th graders, matter of fact, they made a suicide pact. One of the girls' mother walks into the room and sees both of these girls hanging from nooses in their rooms. The reason being, because they were bullied, they were picked on. Something has to be done about this. And what I have today, I have some staggering statistics to share with you all. So please pay attention. Listen to what I'm saying. You may have a child right now that's being bullied and you don't even know, but this information right here may help you. Talk to your kids, find out what's going on with them. I've done some research, and what I found out is that 1 out of 4 kids is bullied. 1 out of 5 kids admits to being bullied or doing some bullying. 8% of students miss 1 day of class a month because of being feared or being bullied. 43% fear harassment in the bathroom at school. Isn't that crazy? Why would you be scared to go to the bathroom? You scared to walk into a place and relieve yourself because another person may be in there waiting to beat you up, waiting to take your money. Now, let me talk to the bullies for just 1 second. You may be a bully, but I'm going to show you something. Statistics say that over 100,000 students carry a gun to school because of being bullied. 100,000. Now, bully, think about this. You come to school, you standing at the locker with your friend or whatnot, and you see your victim. You walk over to your victim, you push him in his back or her back, and you try to check them for their money, whatever. That child turns around, puts a gun in your face, and pulls the trigger. Now what? You're dead. And on top of that, you have to give an account of your life in front of our Lord God. Just something to think about. It's heartbreaking. I have more statistics here I would like to share. We have 282,000 students are physically attacked in secondary schools each month. More youth violence occurs on school grounds as opposed on the way to school. So we have kids constantly getting beat up in school as to being out of school when there are no adults around. But while you're in school and there are adults there, kids are still getting beaten up. It doesn't make sense. Now check this out. These are playground statistics. Every 7 minutes a child is bullied. Adult intervention, 4%. Peer intervention, 11%. Now, no intervention, 85%. You know what that means, right? Nobody is stepping in for these kids. Nobody's stepping in at all. Teenagers say that revenge is the strongest motivation for school shootings. It says right here, 80% said shootings are motivated by a desire to get back at those who have hurt them. That goes back to what I just said a few minutes ago about the bully finding his target, wanting to take that money and turning around, pop. Staying though they putting you 6 feet in the ground. This is ridiculous and it has to stop. And let me retract for a little bit. Let's define the word bullying. Matter of fact, or we may have some elements of bullying instead. It consists of unequal power, hurtful actions, direct and indirect actions, repetitive behavior. Me personally, I don't condone this. We have different types of bullying also. As far as physical, we have hitting, kicking, punching, pushing, shoving, and stealing. Psychological bullying, verbal insults, name calling, threats, comments about how someone talks or looks, which goes on every day. Every day. Your social bullying, meaning 2 or more in a group teaming up to bully somebody else, to pick on somebody else, consists of gossiping, rumors, ignoring, not wanting to include this person who they think is an outsider in their activities. People, this is wrong, and it has to be stopped, because I'm tired of turning on the television and seeing another child that could have been another Bill Gates, another Michelangelo, killing themselves because somebody else was insecure about themselves and felt that they needed to take that out on another child. We have brilliant children out here who have lost their lives for no reason. Parents, we have to step in. Talk to your kids. Don't back them into a corner and make them tell you. Talk to your kids. Ask them, is there anything going on? Is there anybody hurting you? How can I be of some assistance to you? Our kids are our future. Next generation. The next president of the United States. The next scientist. Me, myself personally, I was a victim of all of these things. I've been ignored. I've been teased, hazed, beat up. Everything that you can think of, it's happened to me. And you know what? I tried to commit suicide twice. But my Lord Jesus Christ told me, not yet. I got something for you to do. So I need you to stand up, get on your game, and do what I tell you to do. And you know what? I'm doing it right now. I'm reaching out to you. Talk to your kids. This bullying thing is not a joke. If you feel as though you're being bullied, and you feel as though you don't want to talk to your parents, and you may feel like you want to talk to me, reach out to me. Successismine48@hotmail.com. Let's team up together. Let's stop this bullying. Let's get more involved in our children's lives. It's very relevant that we do this, and we got to put a stop to it. It starts at home, because a lot of these kids who are bullying these other children, it starts at home. Their father may be abusive, their mother may be abusive, and then they don't have anyone to talk to, so they may go take it out on somebody else and then cause that child to take their life. It's not right. Parents, let's be role models. If we have a discrepancy with each other, let's talk. Let's not scream. Let's not use spousal abuse. Let's not bring police into it. Because like I said, children, they soak things up. And bullies, let me tell you something. Let's say, for instance, you go through middle school and high school and college being a bully. All of a sudden you get married. Your marriage is on the rocks. Your wife tells you, or your husband tells you, if you don't get a job and straighten up, this is the last chance. You think things are going to be for the better? You have a job interview. You go in to meet the manager or the CEO of a company for an interview, and guess who's sitting behind the desk? That child that you bullied in school. Now that child holds your destiny in their hands right now. I say maybe 7 out of 10, they'll turn you right around and walk out the door. Probably, let's say 8 out of 10 will probably hire you and try to make your life a living hell. You got to think about your actions. I know that we're young, we like to have fun and things like that, but we need to think before we speak. Think about how you treat people, because in the future it could come back to bite you in the butt. It tells you in the Bible, you reap what you sow. Just treat everyone with respect. I may come back in the next few weeks and speak again about more bullying, but parents, let's just pay attention to our kids, because I'm a father, and I think as a father, once you become a father, you become more aggressive. If you're really in your child's life, you become a lot more aggressive, and you tend to become very protective, which I noticed with myself. I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes, but I would rather it happen to me before anybody hurts or kills my child. Me as a father, I have to stand up. I have to be the man. I have to take care of my kids. I have to take care of my wife. I have to be the foundation that the rest of the house is built on. And that's what I will be. That's what I hope you will be. I will speak on another subject later on in the upcoming weeks, dealing with fathers, dealing with mothers, dealing with athletes. Next week we'll get into music again. I'll get back with you on that. Found some lyrics and some music that I'm not quite happy with, and I would like to point out and hopefully get your views on. Please leave a comment on either my Facebook page or YouTube. You can find me as Marcus Whitner on Facebook, or go into YouTube and find my videos. It's only 3 so far. Blessed Man Success Media, webcam. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. I hope that I was a blessing to you today. Just pay attention to your kids. Just pay attention to your kids. Don't leave them out in the cold to go do your own thing, because once you become parents, they come first, and then you come. Be that lion and protect your cubs. Do whatever it takes to make sure that your child succeeds and is protected in school and is not being bullied. Thank you.